Hwang Dong-hyuk brought one of the most popular TV series in history to life, but the journey was marked by 10 years of rejection, near homelessness, and a deep depression that nearly led him to abandon his dreams. This is the story of how one man turned his dream of Squid Game into a reality. Born in Seoul in 1971, Hwang's path to success was paved with determination, perseverance, and a series of life-changing experiences. While he initially aspired to become a writer, a twist of fate led him down a different creative path, one that would eventually culminate in the creation of one of the most talked-about television series of our time. From an early age, Hwang harbored a deep desire to be a writer. However, he grappled with self-doubt, believing that he lacked the talent required to succeed in the literary world. It was not until 1992 that Hwang's life took an unexpected turn. His mother purchased a video camera and introduced him to the captivating world of filmmaking. This discovery ignited a newfound passion that helped him realize his true calling in life, which was to become a film director. But Hwang was not content with simply pursuing his newfound passion. Instead, he was determined to become the best in it. After completing his Bachelor of Arts in Communications at Seoul National University, he directed several acclaimed short films that showcased his skills as a screenwriter. Hwang's dreams then led him to the prestigious University of Southern California in Los Angeles, where he pursued film production. It was during his time at USC that he created his graduation thesis film, Miracle Mile, which went on to earn him a Student Emmy. After completing his studies, Hwang returned to Seoul, determined to make his mark in the world of cinema. In 2007, he directed his first feature film, My Father. It topped the South Korean box office charts during its opening weekend, but it also stirred controversy. The controversy arose from the fact that the victims of the real-life killer portrayed in the film had not been consulted. This oversight led to backlash and posed challenges for Hwang in securing future projects. Alongside that, the film's dark and sincere undertone foreshadowed a side of Hwang that would propel him to new heights later in his career. However, it would seem that the world was not ready for that side of Hwang, because although the film gave him a promising start, due to the controversy and dark undertone, it also came with a harsh reality. No one wanted to hire him. And so, a year after the release of My Father, Hwang found himself in a desperate situation. Financially broke, unemployed, and deeply in debt. But fortunately, right before he gave up, he decided to find solace in a nearby comic book cafe, one that would set him on a path filled with even more adversity, but also one that would lead him to the heights of fame we now know him for today. It was 2008 when Hwang sat down at the comic store and began reading stories of survival games and gambling, including Battle Royale and Liar Game. These stories resonated with him, as they mirrored the helplessness and desperation he felt in his own life. In Hwang's own words, "I was so tired and broke, so I went to comic book cafes and read a lot of comic books about survival games. And at that time, because I was so helpless and broke, I felt that I could earn this prize. I myself would join one of those games." And just like that, the foundation of Squid Game was born. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here on, because Hwang was about to face his toughest challenges yet. Hwang completed the script for Squid Game in 2009, but rather than receiving enthusiastic green lights from studios and investors, he found himself constantly rejected. The script was called weird and unrealistic by those who reviewed it, and in his own words, it seemed very unfamiliar and violent. There were people who thought it was a little too complex and not commercial. I wasn't able to get enough investment, and casting was not easy. I dabbled in it for about a year, but I had to put it to sleep then. This rejection left Hwang in a state of constant frustration, but also a feeling he hadn't experienced since he was a child, self-doubt over his writing capabilities. As Hwang's script for Squid Game continued to face rejection, he had to face tough financial hardships once again. In fact, things got so bad that he had to sell his laptop for $675 and stop improving the script just to make ends meet. Things got so bad that he was also forced to start living with his mother and grandmother. Otherwise, he would have ended up on the streets. These challenging circumstances not only tested his commitment to his creative vision, but also his resilience in the face of adversity. However, it wasn't all bad for Hwang during these formative years, because although Squid Game was rejected, he did go on to find more work as a director on a number of commercially successful films, including The Crucible in 2011, Miss Granny in 2014, and The Fortress in 2017. These films became some of the most popular and respected entries in South Korean cinematic history. helping Hwang attain more credibility and recognition within the industry. And fortunately, one streaming giant was taking notice of Hwang's success and was about to give him the green light on the script he had been waiting for: Squid Game. In 2019, Netflix was in pursuit of expanding its video-on-demand services globally and diversifying its foreign language programming. It was during this period that they stumbled upon the script for Squid Game, a story that tapped into the growing unease about societal inequality, something they felt was very fitting for today's world. So, Netflix recognized the script as the ideal show to resonate with international audiences. They took a gamble, and luckily for them, it proved to be the best gamble they had ever taken. Upon releasing to the public on the 17th of September in 2021, Squid Game defied all odds and expectations, becoming an overnight global phenomenon. It earned the distinction of being the most streamed show in Netflix's history, surpassing its closest competitor, Bridgerton, by a staggering ratio of almost 3-1. This unprecedented success catapulted Hwang Dong-hyuk into the global spotlight and cemented his reputation as one of the greatest visionary storytellers of our generation. But alongside the undeniable creativity and skill of Hwang, the triumph of Squid Game also reflects the evolving viewer habits of the world, a shift that's now being driven by Netflix's push for foreign content in local countries. Alongside that, Netflix's early decision to transform foreign cinema and TV into mainstream, binge-worthy content played a pivotal role in shaping the preferences of Western audiences. As Squid Game released with all episodes available to watch, many unsuspecting viewers found themselves giving the first episode a try on a Friday night, only to have completely finished the show the next morning. In fact, in the first 28 days, the show amassed a whopping 1.65 billion watch hours, another 4.45 billion watch hours in the 28 days thereafter. To put this into perspective, the first season of Stranger Things, one of Netflix's most popular shows, amassed only 930 million watch hours in the first 28 days. The story of Squid Game was deep, the characters were raw, and people all around the world were on the edge of their seats, wanting to see if player 456 would make it out alive. And they were willing to give up sleep to see the end. And it was for these reasons, and many more, that Squid Game is now one of the most popular TV shows, not only on Netflix, but in history. Since its release, Squid Game has received a large number of accolades, including 3 Golden Globe Awards and 14 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, with Lee Jung-jae winning the Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, marking the first time an Asian actor won the award for a non-English language role. Alongside that, creator MrBeast even went as far as to create a real-life replica of the games, without the killing, of course, which cost him a whopping $3.5 million and, to date, has garnered 502 million views. Netflix has also just released a trailer for its own reality TV version of Squid Game, titled Squid Game: The Challenge, which Netflix claims has the biggest reality show prize ever, $4.56 million. Unsurprisingly, many are upset with this announcement. As highlighted by the top comment on the trailer, "I think we would prefer Season 2 than a reality show." But one can't help but wonder if this sequel series is even necessary. Time and time again, we see incredible TV series or movies that are overnight sensations, only to become devalued as large companies try to milk their success in pursuit of replicating it. And so a question remains: will the sequel to Squid Game become another global phenomenon, or will the success of Squid Game Season 1 never be seen again? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain: the dedication and resilience of Hwang Dong-hyuk is second to none. Despite 10 years of rejection, he gave the world not only what they wanted, but what they needed. And for that, we thank him. And if you want to know how another creative defied the odds and persevered through hardship, click this video to watch how MrBeast became the first YouTube billionaire. Thanks for watching.